Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. I always appreciate it when you stop by my craft room. Today we're doing Joy of Blue. Joy of Blue is my very first collab that I put together, and I put it together because blue is my favorite color and I want people to take some time and make something blue. In the collab, you're going to see all sorts of things. When you look at the links down below in the description and you watch the other videos, there aren't rules about what people make. It's not just for paper crafters. You might see stitching projects. You might see there's a quilt. Be sure and check the progress on that. Paper crafts, resin, gel printing. It could be anything. So you may pick up new hobbies. I'm going to warn you now. This month I made cards, which for the last 2 months I haven't done. And what I did was I got out indigo and ivy. I had cut into it and done some experiments, but I hadn't really used much of the blue. I'm not into the mustard and whatever this is, and I like butterflies, but I was in it for this one for sure, and these other blues. And this one's a little on the purpley side, but I like purple too. And I just had fun and played. And if you're someone who sent me happy mail, you might see items in here that you sent me. I just played and had a great time. This one says Joy, and I used the frame that came with it and popped it up on foam mount. And this felt cutout that I got in Happy Mail and just absolutely loved. I've used both of them now. And on the inside, I have a matching scrap. So this has a smaller scale than the paper, but it's the same pattern and I just love it. I just layered it up and had fun. I did force myself to use embellishments, and I used different embellishments on the card. So here I have some jewels. This one I made a happy birthday card, and I used some little, I don't know what we call them, like nail topper things that were in my stash. Happy birthday, let the celebration begin. So I was using some more of these that my friend Noni made for me. This one, some paper that I got in Happy Mail. I got these 49th and Market wishing bubbles. I kept these out to show you just because they're unusual. They are epoxy coated stickers. Some are mounted up on foam mount. I'm not sure I'll leave them on the phone mount when I use those, just because in COVID I'm trying to keep my cards flatter. But I used a bunch of the flatter ones. As a blue lover, I will mix and match blues all day long. I did struggle a little because this is more gray. This paper collection had white and cream mixed in it. And then I pulled in this stamped Joy that came, or maybe it was stenciled actually, came in Happy Mail. So a whole bunch of you are saying, I sent that to you. And I'm saying, yes, I use the stuff. I had these butterflies that I've been fussy cutting for weeks. It's your birthday. I used some of those epoxy dots. And I just layered things up. Nothing too exciting. Some Wink of Stella or one of those equivalent markers on the flowers. And then inside, I mean, this is my favorite paper. I would have liked a whole pad of that. I could use it all day long. And I had the ephemera pack too. This whole collection came to me in Happy Mail quite a while ago, and I was trying to use it up. Then I brought out some specialty paper, and these were ephemera from the collection. I layered them up and used a dragonfly punch and just made a thank you card with a touch of that paper on the inside. I'm just about out. There were quite a few of these little sentiments in the collection, so I cut them apart. It was just a sentiment sheet. You make me happy. And then I used enamel dots and a couple flowers. Forced myself to do that. And then look at this. If you look carefully, this is a star emboss and cut die that I have right here. Susan Tootsie Tucker sent me that probably over a year and a half ago. I think it might have been in my Christmas present, and I hadn't used it, and it is amazing. I can't believe I hadn't used it. I can't hang it on the wall because it's a fold and cut. I don't hang it on the wall, so I move it around and misplace it, but it is amazing. Loved it. I really had fun just playing with the blue and using things that I hadn't used. And again, this is mounted up. Just a really clean style, but I made myself use that flower. Here, I made a couple tags. If you've watched my channel, you know that I save everything. When I like the paper, I keep it. And those are cards made with the branding strip. I'm trying to find you a piece so I can show you what I mean. Here we go. Here's one that I haven't used yet. I don't throw these away. If it's a paper that I don't like, I might toss them. But this one I'm going to use. And what I do is I bag these up if I don't use them here, and make scrap cards. But all of these little narrow 1/2-inch pieces that you see here, this is what I did. I trimmed this little perforated piece because I don't really like that, but that's just nerdy. You probably don't even have to do that. Or I glued it on like this and let it hang off the back and then trimmed it. And I just layered them all up, and then I put embellishments on the front of them. The sentiments were from the paper collection, and the other stuff was just random. So now I have a tag that says love this life, one that says keep dreaming and do more of what you love. And these are ready to go in journals, and I will put strings on that match what I've got going on and maybe embellish them a little more to tie them in. Those are my ideas, cards and tags. I like to make different sized items with a paper collection because then these don't get away. You can make cards with these, but they were just so perfect for this size tag because I usually trim out where the hole is. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to watch the other people in this collab. You are going to love it. If you're not a blue lover, it might encourage you to use blue. I know there's at least one person in here who it's not her favorite color, but she wanted to challenge herself to use blue. Be sure to check it all out. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.